About that MRI, I need you to deliver it at 90% off. Understood. My name is Keiichi Sato. I left a medical equipment manufacturer to go out on my own. And now I run Days Medical, a company specializing in MRI sales and implementation support. That's Director Doyama from Doyama General Hospital. Hello, this is Keiichi Sato. Keiichi, about that MRI, I'm gonna need you to deliver it at 90% off. I'm sorry? What do you mean? Look, our government subsidy has been delayed. We're planning to fund the new MRI with a government grant. But there was a paperwork issue and the money hasn't come through yet. I see. The only cash we have available right now is 10% of the total cost. I'll transfer what we can pay now, so just go ahead and deliver it for the time being. That's impossible, and that would put us out of business. We'll pay the rest the moment the grant comes through. I'm afraid that's not gonna work. Then I have no choice. I'll have to cancel. Honestly, your MRI is overpriced to begin with. We deal in the latest equipment. Even after paying the cancellation fee, a foreign model would still be cheaper. Got it, and I'll begin the cancellation process.
Sir, are you sure you want to cancel?
She is Yui Kashimoto, Director Doyama's personal secretary. It's fine. I've already been in talks with a foreign manufacturer.
If you say so.
This is Doyama. I'd like to move forward officially on the MRI we discussed. I'm very sorry, but the situation has changed on our end. We received a large order from another hospital, and we're now out of stock. What? When you reached out to us, it was only to check availability and pricing. There was no formal order placed. Well, we hadn't officially started negotiations yet, but... The delivery timeline would need to be worked out, but shall I put together a quote? Yes, please, as soon as possible. However, we're right in the middle of a price revision, so the figure would be higher than what we quoted before. How much higher are we talking about? About 10%. What? That's no different from Keiichi's price. With the cancellation fee on top of that, I'd actually come out behind. We'd also need about 30% up front. That's gonna be a problem. I see. I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help.
How did it go?
The terms didn't work out.
So, the MRI...
We'll open without one for now.
What? Is that going to be okay?
Our affiliated hospitals nearby have MRIs. For patients who need detailed scans, we can refer them there in the meantime. I checked their availability and it seems like they can handle that. Besides, the main draw of this renovation isn't the MRI anyway. And so, Doyama General Hospital completed its renovation and reopened without an MRI machine. But...
We have an emergency coming in. Suspected stroke.
A stroke?
Do we accept?
No. Without an MRI, we can't properly diagnose it. Transfer them to another hospital.
This just isn't right. Sure, we can transfer patients to our affiliate. But we're a general hospital. We shouldn't be operating without an MRI machine.
You're right. Without one, we can't even take emergency cases. It's humiliating as a doctor.
I heard we turned away another emergency this morning.
we have a CT scanner, don't we?
This was a case that required more detailed imagining.
Huh.
And that's not all. MRI screenings were projected to bring in several tens of thousands of dollars a month in revenue. If things continue like this, it's going to hurt the hospital's finances.
We'll be fine. We just launched the cosmetic dermatology department. Out-of-pocket services have much higher margins. That can make up for any losses in insurance-covered care.
But the frustration among the staff is growing. We have the people, but we can't take patients because we don't have the equipment. I believed this hospital was a place where we could save lives with the latest advances in medical care. But every time we turn away an emergency, the people working on the front lines are just reminded of how helpless they are. Watching the doctors and nurses go through that, it's hard for me too. And we've been getting calls from clinics in the area.
Calls?
They're saying they'll hold off on referring patients who need detailed imagining until we have the equipment in place. If things keep going this way, our reputation as a general hospital is going to take a serious hit.
That is a problem, but the truth is, we just don't have the cash to move on this right now. I approached the bank about a loan, but they turned us down. The moment the grant comes through, we'll move on it. Just hang in there until then. I'll leave it to you to keep the doctors and nurses in good spirits, Yui.
Understood.
A few days later.
I'm sorry to call out of the blue like this.
Not at all. What's going on?
Not having the MRI scanner has been affecting us a lot more than we expected. We've been turning away emergencies. We can't run proper scans.
That's a really difficult situation.
I'm working as the director's secretary now, but I used to be a nurse. For a hospital as big as ours to be unable to run detailed scans, to be unable to take emergency cases, I know firsthand what that really means. And knowing that, it's so frustrating to feel like there's nothing I can do.
Yui.
The bank turned down our loan request, so we're just waiting for the grant to come through.
Government grants can take a long time to process.
There are patients who don't have the luxury of waiting. We can't just sit on our hands. I know it's not really fair to be asking you this, but there's no one else I can turn to. Is there anything you can do?
There might be a way.
Really?
We could deliver it as a lease arrangement for now, and then convert it to a full purchase once the grant comes through. It's not something we'd normally offer from a business risk standpoint, but I don't want to stand by while patients in this community pay the price for it.
Keiichi!
On the condition that it's good for the patient's sake, I'll go speak with Mr. Doyama myself.
Thank you so much.
You really saved us, Keiichi. Once the grant is finalized, I'll need you to convert to a full purchase. Of course. But you could have suggested this approach from the start. With respect, you're the one who asked for 90% off. Well, that was just a cash flow issue. I wasn't really. The way you phrased it made it sound like you were trying to strong-arm us on price. It's very hard to build a working relationship on that kind of foundation. Come on, I was just joking around. Either way, we got the equipment now. I appreciate it. Now we can handle emergencies and screenings without any problems. I'm trusting you to keep the patients first. Leave it to me. But a few months later. Yui, where's Mr. Doyama?
He stepped out. He's meeting with a vendor about a new cosmetic laser.
Another equipment investment for the cosmetic department?
Now that the MRI is up and running, he seems really fired up about pushing the cosmetic side harder.
The equipment is in place, sure. But our emergency intake numbers and referral numbers still haven't recovered.
Because of the emergency turnaways earlier?
I think we're still stuck with the reputation of being an under-equipped hospital. It's hard to shake.
A nurse I know at a nearby clinic said the same thing. Mr. Doyama's just gone full beauty clinic now, right?
Clinics can't afford to take risks with their patients. If that's the reputation we have, they're not going to send us referrals.
I'm sure the director is aware of that.
I wish I could say the same. From where we stand, we need to be doing a lot more to show that we're a fully capable hospital again. But right now, all the marketing is pushing the cosmetic side. I need to speak with the director immediately.
For now, please give me a little time. I'll pass this along to him myself.
Wait, you're always caught in the middle. That must be exhausting.
Honestly, if things don't change, some of us are thinking about leaving.
What? The staff is already at their breaking point. What am I supposed to do? What should a Keiichi do in a situation like this? Hey, Keiichi, do you have a few minutes?
Referrals haven't come back?
No, the MRI machine is up and running, but the fallout from before is still following us.
What's Mr. Doyama saying about it?
He's completely caught up in investing in cosmetic equipment. He won't take it seriously.
I had no idea things had gotten to that point. Okay, I'll come by soon to handle the purchase conversion. I'll bring it up with him then.
I'm sorry. I keep pulling you into problems that are beyond your job.
Don't worry about it. It's for the patients. Well, it's officially all ours now. Thanks a bunch. Actually, while I'm here, there's something I'd like to discuss with you. What is it? I've been hearing that there's a lot of frustration among the staff about the direction things are heading here. Ah, that.
The staff are at their limit.
Morale among the doctors and nurses is failing.
You two just don't understand how difficult it is to run a hospital. Pursuing profit is a perfectly reasonable thing for any manager to do. Without revenue, the hospital can't survive. But as a major community hospital, shouldn't strengthening core medical services be the first priority? I know that, but the reality is tough. Insurance-covered care alone isn't enough to keep us afloat. Every hospital is in the same boat right now. You can't run this place on ideals alone.
I became a doctor to save lives, not to make money. I've asked you multiple times to change your approach, but you won't listen to the people on the front lines. I can't keep working under a policy that puts profit above everything else.
What exactly are you saying?
I'm resigning.
So am I. If I can't be proud of how this hospital treats its patients, there's no reason for me to stay.
Do what you want. Shortly after, Yui, the medical director, and several other staff members resigned from Doyama General Hospital. Mr. Doyama hired new staff and tried to keep the hospital going under a new structure, but going forward, we'll be expanding our out-of-pocket services and rolling out premium health screening packages. Think comprehensive health checkups combined with cutting-edge cosmetic treatments. A truly premium experience. A full health checkup and your skin glowing when you walk out.
That's an excellent idea, sir.
To kick things off, I've invited a large group of VIP executives from local companies. This is the first step toward landing corporate health screening contracts.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Kanzaki has already arrived.
What? Mr. Kanzaki is our top priority client. He's scheduled for this afternoon's screening slot.
Well, it seems the scheduling didn't get sorted out properly.
I'm on my way. Mr. Kanzaki, we've been expecting you.
I've been waiting 20 minutes.
I'm so sorry about that. Let me take you right through. Hey, what's going on?
Well, it seems there's an issue with calibrating the equipment. The technician is new and is struggling with the controls.
Why don't we start with a look at our cosmetic laser?
I came here for a health screening.
Of course, absolutely. It's just that today we've put together a very special package for you. We ran out of time. So we ended up giving Mr. Kanzaki just the cosmetic laser treatment and the bare minimum of testing. Well, at least he got the laser. And we covered the required tests, right?
Well, more or less.
And we're fine. Mr. Kanzaki runs multiple companies. He's agreed to let us handle the health screenings for all his employees. That's going to be a massive source of revenue. A few weeks later, Mr. Kanzaki, your skin is looking absolutely remarkable. The cosmetic laser is clearly doing its job.
About the regular health screenings for my employees.
Yes, as soon as we finalize the contract, we can lock in the scheduling right away.
I've decided not to move forward with the contract.
What?
Based on what I saw during my own visit, I've concluded that I cannot trust you with the health of my employees.
That day was a very unusual exception.
You marketed it as a premium plan, and yet the actual screening was bare minimum, and all you pushed was the cosmetic laser.
Well, we covered the required tests.
I went to another hospital for some additional detailed testing afterward. They found an early-stage tumor. It turned out to be benign, but what if it had been malignant?
I
will not entrust my employees' lives to a hospital that treats health so carelessly.
Meanwhile, Yui, who had left Doyama General Hospital, had joined Days Medical as a sales rep.
Tokimeki General wants to upgrade their equipment to strengthen their emergency and screening capabilities. They have a solid operational foundation, and their post-installation plan looks great.
That's excellent. You landed a major contract like that right out the gate.
Having worked on the floor myself, I know what hospitals actually need. And I want to pay you back for taking a chance on me, Keiichi.
Taking a chance on you? I saw how genuinely you cared for patients, and I wanted to work with someone like that. It was that simple.
Thank you.
Even away from the hospital floor, there are still ways to make a real difference for patients. Keep bringing that frontline perspective, okay? Don't ever hold back.
Okay.
This place is completely empty. What does the schedule look like? 3 cancellations this morning alone. They're all switching to Tokimeki Central General. Tokimeki again? I keep hearing that name lately. Apparently, they've installed a new MRI machine and are tightening the connection between their emergency and screening departments. Our MRI utilization rate has dropped below 60%. Bookings in the cosmetic department are also stagnating. We can't even recoup the cost of the equipment. This can't be happening.
There's also a message from the bank.
What is it now?
They want to revise the terms on the additional loan. They're asking us to resubmit an improvement plan for our utilization rate.
One thing after another. The two of you, stop just reporting problems and start thinking of solutions. With respect, that's not really in my hands.
Business decisions are yours to make, sir.
I'm here for the regular maintenance check? Yui, why are you here with Keiichi?
I changed jobs. I'm working as a sales rep at Days Medical now.
What? Don't tell me the Tokimeki Central account. That was you?
Yes, I'm the rep on that account.
Because of you, we're losing patients to Tokimeki. With all due respect, patients aren't something to be stolen. Stay out of this. This doesn't concern you.
If it doesn't concern him, then it doesn't concern me either.
Don't be so cold. Right now, the staff here is fractured. The doctors and nurses are losing faith in my direction. Yui, would you consider coming back? Things ran smoothly when you were here.
I don't think this is something that can be fixed by managing the staff better at this point.
Are you just abandoning us? All I want is to keep this hospital alive. What you've been protecting isn't the hospital, it's the profit margin. That's not true. The profit is just what keeps us going. Over the last 3 months, our losses have exceeded $500,000. Staffing costs, equipment leases, the building loan. It's all money going out that we can't stop. I don't talk about profit because I enjoy it. Even so, isn't trust the one thing you should never have cut? When you got your priorities wrong, it might have been temporary. But for a while, the community's access to healthcare was put at risk. And on top of that, the doctors and nurses on your staff lost the ability to take pride in their work. Ugh.
Trust, once lost, can't just be brought back. I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I can do here.
I genuinely believed that keeping this place afloat was the right thing to do. I thought as long as there was revenue, the hospital would survive. But without trust, there's no revenue to speak of. Is that it? I made the wrong call. After that, patients never returned to Doyama General Hospital, and the finances continued to deteriorate. It was eventually decided to transfer ownership to a major healthcare corporation, and Mr. Doyama stepped down from his position. Where did I go wrong? After stepping down, the stress took a toll on his health, and he ended up hospitalized. But no one came to visit. They say he spent his days completely alone. I used to run a major hospital, for God's sake. Why? Why won't anyone come see me?
I heard Mr. Doyama stepped down as director.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I can't help feeling a little guilty about how it all turned out.
You've got nothing to feel guilty about. You're the reason people in this community still had access to the care they needed.
How are you always so kind? Careful, you're going to give a girl the wrong idea.
Maybe it's not the wrong idea. I care about you, Yui. Not just as a colleague.
Oh wait, does that mean...
Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.